Alright, hello everyone, Internet Tomato here. It has been like 30 minutes since I recorded the last video, in which I just uploaded and have been having my guy run around and dash in order to get some experience as I waited for it to upload. So I'm just getting right back into it. I'm back in this big room. I decided I'm going to explore here first. I'm going to talk to Caradoc once everything is dealt with, because then I'm just going to proceed from there. So, this is I'm going to take some fall damage here. Okay. Maybe I could have avoided it because I fall on dead bodies. Who knows? There's a lot of dead bodies, isn't it? Great. White buttons, white buttons. Okay. Let's unlock this. I am running out of lockpicks. I'm a little worried. That's it. Okay. Let's go. Sure, let's go here first. Okay. Alright. Boss fight. Great. Hello, friend. When I played this when 0.9 came out, this guy would constantly get stuck. So.
You fueled my holy
Oh yeah,
rage.
God. I take damage if I hit him.
Purge the unclean.
I'm getting
Purge
kind
the
of stuck.
unclean. You will burn. Your fate is sealed.
I'm sorry that I'm kind of like moving around everywhere.
Your death is certain.
Alright. There we go. Athlete's Pride. I don't think any of that is worth it. Let's grab all this stuff. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Got that. Let's see what we found. So we have another ring. Excuse me. Athlete's Pride, extra stamina. That's really good. Also, now I can wear this thorn helmet. It's kind of heavy. It's going to put me over the edge of being overweight, though. Receiving melee damage returns 5 damage back to the attacker, and that is pretty good, especially early on. But what would I exchange? Would this put me to light? No. That's the lightest armor. That is not the lightest armor. And if I do both? I mean, I'm really... Yeah, I'd have to take something off entirely. Okay, forget it. Forget it. I'm just gonna... Yep. Okay. That's fine. I don't need it. I don't want to be too heavy. I'd rather be fast and speedy. Alright, let's go. Look how fast I run, by the way. Whoa. So fast. Alright. Door's locked. Hello. Sirja, the Pict. Hello, madame.
Stay back. I may not be in top shape, but I can tear you to pieces if I have to.
It's alright, I'm not with the priests.
So, you escaped too? Huh. They're having quite a day. Good. I hope it gets even worse. This whole place is mad. From a safe distance this time.
Well, I kind of skipped that, but said that she'll devour them all, and then I didn't get to read the last of that. Devour them? Why do you say that?
They play with powers they don't understand. Trying to wrangle the weirdness into obedience is a fool's dream. The weirdness might listen, but blind obedience is not in its nature.
How did he get caught in the first place?
Same as you, I guess. Wrong time, wrong place. I was wandering through Kunakt and got caught in an outbreak. I was kept with the rest at first, but when they figured out I was a Pict, well, then I deserved special treatment. One of the priests took me to a place so thick with weirdness, it scared me. I needed to get away, otherwise, I don't know what would have happened. I just know whatever it wasn't for me.
Here, this should speed up your healing. Here's a health potion.
It should, although I admit that the past few weeks have made me hate the taste.
Oh yeah,
Still,
you're right about that.
thank you. There isn't much kindness going around this place. It wouldn't be very gracious of me not to repay it, would it? Take this. It might prove useful for you.
Why do you have horns?
Why indeed? Perhaps it's a test of patience. My hair tangles mercilessly around them. I even need to wear head wraps to hide them. I hate wearing head wraps. Oh.
Alright. In the game, by the way... Oh, max mana. Actually, that would be useful, wouldn't it? Excuse me. I'm low on stamina, but I think I'm going to do that anyway. I have been told that there is going to be romance options in this game. So I have a very strong feeling Sirja will come back, and she will be romanceable. That will be interesting. But anyway, I don't know who I'm gonna date. It'll be fun no matter what. Alright, okay. Anything over there? No? Okay. I think both of these do the same thing, both of these levers. Here we go. All the way up. So, if you remember this area, this was the hall, this was the bridge over the big room that I just entered to get to Sirja. And down here is Caradoc. Luckily I got that max mana, because that'll help in surviving this next fight. I don't remember which way I go. Wait, Sirja was over here, wasn't it? Okay, let's redo that. Bring it back down, please. That's why they have that there, just in case you fall in. I was about to back up. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I'll jump. I won't waste my time. I'll get some experience. Okay, let's go. Alright, I do not recall... well, yeah, I've only played this once since version 0.9, which it looks like nothing has changed since 0.9 so far in the prologue. Alright, this is a tougher fight. What do I want equipped? I'll get that equipped. So this is what a Red Death person looks like when it's the final form. I want that sword. Whoa, okay, man. I did not realize I had good reflexes. Burn, please. Thank you. Wailing effigy. Where are you? Hello. Oh, man. Whoops. I accidentally pressed C. Ah. I kind of like that they have these boss fights like in the prologue. It does add some fun to it that I think was lacking before. Thought you would have died there. Almost got hit. Okay. Level 2. Let's do this. Build broadsword, grief-torn armor, bandages, red guard's pants. I'll take it all. A man sinking into despair. I once thought everything would turn out fine. That time was on my side, that as I grew older, I'd see more and catch up to everything. 14 days ago, my beloved Eli Arrived at the island asylum with our sons. It's the 4th stage. I went to say goodbye knowing how it will end for me. I write this for myself, which means for no one, as I am becoming nothing. If the prophet Kai grants grace, then let her bless me with the grace and curse of fierce tears, for I do not go gentle into the night. I will rage against the dying of the light. Okay, bud. Kind of slowed down there for a second. Come on, I'm trying to grab it. That has a strange... I can't pick that up. I don't know. Strange. Okay. Medic's drill. Where was that? Right there. Open. Can you take anything out of that? Nope. Pants. Just grab it all. Sure. The bottles don't sell very well at all, so I'm not even going to try that. Alright, dead bodies, disgusting. Yeah, the first time I played this, I just had to constantly look away. It was just like, yuck, yuck. Constantly, yuck. I'm gonna get too heavy soon, I already know it. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, let's look at the grief-torn armor. Okay, this isn't half bad, but I'm not gonna wear it because it's too heavy. 2 armor and increasing max health. Yeah, it's way too heavy. I really am running out of weight to carry things already. I already have pre-planned what I'm going to be dumping when the inevitable moment occurs. Hello, sir.
You took your sweet time, eh?
I did.
But I understand. I did too, when I was leaving this place for the first time. You have to admit that the Red Priests are quite resourceful. At least when it comes to death and dying.
Yeah, who are you?
Great question. Truly. But in case you haven't noticed, we're still within the walls of the island asylum. When we're out, then we can talk. I'm told this path leads to the beach. I'll wait for you there until dusk. Good luck.
Could have just said Caradoc, but okay. Alright. Let's go. Grabbing white buttons. There is going to be a big decision later on. I'm going to have to decide. I essentially have to join one of 2 factions. Then I have to do that again later on. But I do have to figure out who I'm going to be joining. It's a little bit tough. Let's use a bow for this one. Okay, that works. Disgusting. Commentary to Brother Justin's Underground Wonders. Contrary to Brother Justin, I'm just going to say Justin. Justin's view with the lower level of the island asylum is merely a confined vault system under the building complex. It seems endless. I even suspect it spans the island and reaches beyond. While Brother Justin's explorations are commendable, he was too ready to view dead ends as final. My research, however, has repeatedly confirmed that many passages he marked as closed off were buried tunnels extending deeper. As our doctrine teaches, persistence brings results, and we've been rewarded. At the end of one such tunnel, dismissed as a dead end, we found a vast chamber, and at its center, a menhir, a remarkable monument. This menhir is truly an underground wonder, potentially revolutionizing our understanding of these statues. Yeah, menhirs are what push back the weirdness, as I've mentioned previously. Weird plasm, cool. Notes of Father Volad. This 4-dweller diorama unsettles me. Why does it look so dead? Previous depictions showed living beings, and this skull is so similar to ours. It's eerie. It resembles a menhir, yet menhirs were supposedly raised by Merlin. But how could ancient 4-dwellers foresee what Merlin could create? At last, proof Merlin didn't create the menhirs. We found one buried in the labyrinth. Brother Hugar is studying it now. If we're the first to explore the Isle of the Dead's depths, Merlin couldn't have invented the menhirs. This truth will shake Avalon's faith in that old charlatan. The word of the of Prophet Kai shall finally prevail. All right. So they don't exactly love Merlin here. All right. Brother Terrell's diary. Brother Jer fell into the abyss. May Kai watch over his soul. His sacrifice taught us that laying planks won't work. They simply won't hold. There's a force blocking the passage. The bridge's outline is visible, yet Jer's throne rocks met only air. There must be a mechanism or spell we're missing. I can't give up now. The secrets on the other side call to me. I'll be the first to cross that bridge, even if it kills me. Never say that. Yeah, so that's the bridge that's being referenced. They can kind of see it. Alright. Hello, sir. Wooden arrows, very short bow. I'll take it all. Right, now I'm already encumbered. Alright. Based upon the numbers, I'm going to be dumping these first. This is a 10-to-1 ratio of weight. Now, wow, got thrown everywhere. Alright. Next will be the boots, by the way, that I dump. Anyway. There's so many shovels. I only need one. Got thrown all the way over here, huh? Detected, great. Whoops. Sorry, pressed the wrong button. Okay, here we go. That could have been really bad. Well, it was awkward. Sorry, guys. But I'm fine. I'm gonna stop taking stuff. I'm gonna run out of room very soon. Unless I feel like I want it. Alright. The question remains, is there any significance to the men here having 3 arms, not 4? How could we examine it without touching it? Poor Brother Abbey touched it with his bare hands and vanished as though he never existed. Shocked, the Pope forbade anyone from touching it again. Still, I hear it whispering my name. I know I should report it, but I don't want to. Someday I'll answer its call and claim it was Kai, even if it wasn't. I need to know. So here's the men here. I don't want to actually fall into the abyss. That'd be a great way to end the campaign, the game. Alright, let's touch the center. And it's going to be an extended cutscene, essentially. That's the Horns of the South. Right there, that's one of the towers. The watchtowers. What is that? Could be Camelot.
It's not here.
Creepy kids, as to be expected. Let's go. Just seeing if there's anything to pick up here. Usually is, but not this time.
I've been waiting a long time for someone to find me. Are you here to help me leave this place?
What are you?
I wish I could answer. I cannot remember. I know I am not complete. I remember I once knew who I was. At some point, but I do not. Anymore. I just... am.
What is this place?
I do not know. I think it is some kind of prison. Deep in the weirdness.
Why are you here?
And you? Why are you here?
I was transported here by a morbid statue.
Are men here? That would explain the weirdness surrounding us. But walk with me. Let's find out together, now that I'm free.
Beyond.
I remember arriving on the shores of Avalon. That was the beginning of everything. But there were doubts and questions. How does it feel to leave your homeland behind? To keep moving forward, even though every step takes you into the unknown? The Four Dwellers quickly made it clear to us. If we wanted to call this place home, we'd have to fight for it, down to the last drop of blood. In the end, we won the war. Merlin stole the sacred flame of the Four Dwellers and ignited the Menhirs, driving away the mist and clearing the nights of weirdness. It was the first time we uncovered the secrets hidden within the Menhirs.
This is Quinacht, probably. It looks very similar to Quinacht. That's a Menhir right there. That's Quinacht's Menhir.
Still, the land of Avalon honored our toil. It soaked up our sweat, our suffering, and our blood. In time, it rewarded us. Here in Avalon, we were given the chance to create great things. Camelot, the eternal castle, the capital of all humankind, was meant to be a symbol of that. We left the homelands to survive. The plague had consumed everything we once knew. We thought we'd escaped it, but the Red Death returned like a specter to haunt us. Once again, it began to devour our home.
Ooh, for being resistant, they sure take a lot of damage. Ah, a lot of fire. I don't know if that hurts me, actually. I actually do not know if they actually deal damage to me in here. I wish I was better at this game, by the way. Whoa. Man. Alright. I really love the spear, by the way. Alright, let's get going. Very beautiful. I love their art style. It's gorgeous. It really is. I swear, the people who do the artwork and that kind of stuff deserve a raise. They're amazing.
Oh, awaken thee, once and future king.
Alright. Transported into some weird place. Oh, I've been told if you go out here, there's like, you can interact with this, but I don't think you can. Alright, let's just go over here.
I am his hunger, the craving for what was beyond reach.
Bind the soul to the stone.
I am the price paid for touching the unreal. I am his burden, the man beneath the myth.
I mean, I'll interact with it all just so you can listen to the amazing voice actress, by the way. She's awesome. She's in almost every Tainted Grail game.
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful.
So we got this shield, looked like his helmet. Excalibur.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command.
Alright. What does this look like? It just looks like an eye. I guess that's just his soul. But yeah. That's some athletics.
Ah, yes. I can see through the mist, but it's still all so unclear. I've dreamt of countless deaths for such a long time. Yes, it's time to wake. I am the Pendragon. I led humans to Avalon shores. I built the great halls of Camelot. Thank you for bringing me here. I believe I owe you, young one.
Didn't really have a choice.
It may not seem like it at times, but one always has a choice. Even if it's as simple as pushing onwards when others might back down. You brought me back. This is what matters, and for that, I am grateful. But now, let us leave this place and head to Avalon. I need to see my kingdom again. I trust you'll accompany me, or would you rather stay in this wretched place?
Why were you imprisoned here?
Trust me, I wish I knew. I remember death, then darkness, a terrible loneliness, ages upon ages of solitude, and these are all the details I have. Perhaps in time, I'll remember more.
What is this place?
I am not sure. Yet I learned to be grateful of fortunate outcomes, even if they come unexpected. It seems to be a place located between life and death. Or maybe a place that can defy death. But why was it created? By whom and when? These I'm unable to answer. But that's enough questions for now. Let us walk together and see the kingdom forged so long ago. After years of struggle, my people in Avalon finally live in peace and prosperity. I must see the legacy of the Age of Conquest with my own eyes. My Camelot in all its glory. What is happening? No! I see now. I am not whole. You have only freed a part of me. I'm not strong enough. For now, I will have to journey by your side until my strength returns. I'll see the world through your eyes. In return, I'll lend you what strength I have.
Alright. It's an honor.
You are a surprising acquaintance, and it will be a pleasure to travel with someone of your disposition. And since it seems that fate has bound us together, let us make the best of it. Seeing my legacy through the eyes of another, a true picture of Avalon, not one crafted specifically for the king, may prove to be an interesting experience.
Well, let's make way for Avalon.
Oh, what an adventure this will be.
So, one of the... Hey, I got an achievement, meet King Arthur and claim the first shard. Hooray. I was going to say that you have to make two big decisions, one of which is whether you trust Arthur or Caradoc. I'm going to be following Arthur. I view my character as not liking Camelot, but I think that because he has experience in the court, he probably would have more of an idea of if he can get on Arthur's good side, he can change Camelot from the inside, or at least do the right thing. Because he's always been, I hate using the word, but kind of like a maverick because of his interest in the things that he's not supposed to be interested in, such as necromancy. Let's go. Alright, let's do this. Yep. So soul fragments. You have unlocked your first soul fragment. From now on, you can safely enter the weirdness and interact with various machinery left behind by Forest Dwellers. Additionally, the power of King Arthur has healed you from the Red Death. That's a pretty big deal. I was supposed to just die, and now I'm not. That feels pretty big to me. Let's go. And now I can just travel through. Hooray. We're about to have our third boss fight. It's actually pretty difficult, I gotta say. Oh, and here are the giants. Giants are more or less, well, they're more so endangered in the world. So for a character, this would be like a shock to see. There's only a couple of them that are roaming the land anymore. What are they doing, and what happened to their head? They was hollowed out. Okay. They're turning something. The wheels of time. Alright. Let's grab that weird plasm. Let's go to the right first. What is that? What is that? Just a little sprite? Huh. That's strange. I don't remember that. Okay. Let's read this. We must abandon the vision because what is beyond the sea came to us and we do not want it. We must leave to defend ourselves. They are coming. The Titans will stay. Alright. Now let's go to the other side. We created the Titans for we need their work. Guard the peace of the working Titans, for without them we would not have power within our walls. Away from Tuaton, only the power of what is underground allows us to reach where the weirdness does not. Even when we leave, the Titans will not stop working. It is how they were created. With their power, one day we will manage to learn what lies beyond the sea. Interesting. Okay. Alright, time for a boss fight. Am I ready? I mean, I guess. You always know when you're like forced to drop into an area. There's no way out. Let's do this. Wait, he's immune? What was that? Okay, King's Power. Soul fragments grant you a measure of King Arthur's power. Activate a soul fragment with middle mouse button to experience temporary effects such as increased damage or slowed time. Press set a bonfire and select the appropriate option to recharge the King's power. I couldn't. Man. Alright, I think I can do it if I can just dodge back to back. Okay, I know I'm taking this really slow. Yeah, couldn't get far enough away. There we go. Alright, Sentinel, Ring of Toughness. What does that do? Does that say increase encumbrance? Whoa, love it, love it, love it, love it. Can be useful if I'm going to be taking all the stuff I possibly can. Alright, well now I don't mind grabbing stuff, because I have a lot more encumbrance now. Nice, nice, nice. I don't think that was the same before. Oh yeah, also I should show you the temporary hold. I mean, I just enter a state of it. I'm fine with losing it there. I don't really mind. I always forget I have it. It's one of those things where it's just like an additional ability. And sometimes it's just easy to forget. I don't really need all these white buttons. I'll just go. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Ah, yes. Poofed over here by the beach. I'll be grabbing stuff because I will absolutely be using alchemy in this game. Hopefully I don't forget things. I'm sure I already have because it's just the name of the game. That's just who I am. Forgetful. Hopefully it won't be that bad. Alright, let's go over here. This is the All-Mother. She has a shrine here. There's always moonshine here. I think ever since, like, the first iteration of this game, there's always moonshine there. So, grab all that rosemary. Let's take a good look. There she is. In all her glory. There's stuff here I can take. Essence of the Wind, which is you can sell it for a lot. Increase dash speed for 10 seconds. Can't imagine using that unless, like, there's some sort of a puzzle that I'd have to solve with that. But otherwise, no. Anything over here, too? Nope. Broken broadsword. Very few people will get that joke. Okay, anyway. Let's see. If I equip that, I just want to look what see what it's like. 10 to 12 damage reduced to 9 to 10? Okay. Was it 9 to 12? Yeah, reduced to 9. I don't remember what it was. Let me double check. 10 to 12 reduced to 9 to 10. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to be going around the beach. I will do this beach combing and all this stuff, checking the area. It might be a little bit dull for some of you. If it is, I understand completely, but there is some stuff you probably want to find, namely this, Letter to the Prior. Venerable Prior, I have left my post at the island asylum to deliver alarming news. My brothers have lost their senses, their souls tainted by a voice that is not the word. I have proof. Did Prophet Kai's teachings ever command us to subject her followers to torture while fighting to heal their bodies and souls? Were we not to seek a cure for the plague rather than indulge in the dark powers of the weirdness? Please examine this appeal. Surely you do not compose it, nor do I recognize the fanatic's seal. Someone is corrupting our brothers, attempting to silence the true word. I bring this letter in evidence to you, hoping for a just response. Brother Leon. I'll take your pants. Sorry, Leon. Alright. Good guy. But you're dead. I don't think that there's anything to kill here, actually. But there's stuff to dig up. Coin purse. Wow, that's a ton of stuff. Those flash concoctions are used as throwables. I have never used throwables in this game, really. Except for knives. I have used those a couple times off screen. They are a little bit hard to get used to. I might try the splash concoctions at some point. Alright, just looking at the beach. Trying to scour the area some. Doesn't look like there's anything else to dig up. I also do need to level up eventually, by the way. Alright, back there. We'll explore that side later, over by Caradoc, as we talk to him. So, you can swim to these boats. It takes a minute to get there, but I'll show you what's there. It's not, at least back in the day, it wasn't too amazing. It was just some extra stuff, you know. Like, typically it was like spirits, you know, moonshine and whatnot. Okay, let's see. Lockpick's Archer's Ring. I'm not an archer, but increases damage by 15. Whoa. 15? 15%. I mean, that's still pretty high. Okay. So if you want to be an archer, definitely go there. I am going to swim to the other boat. There is stuff there as well. At least there used to be. Man, is the fog foggy. I don't know if they changed it. We'll see whenever we get to the next part of the game. However, I always felt like the fog was too strong because it was so hard to see things in the distance. It was just too much. Another broken broadsword. Alright. There is... Here it is. I believe that you hold your breath when you do that, like it doesn't decrease. Wow, that's a lot of nice stuff. A lot of nice stuff. Uh-oh. I kind of clipped through. Hopefully that's okay. Can I get up here? Uh-oh. This way. Okay. Anything over here? No? Yeah, that could have been bad. We're fine. I will equip that stuff later. But it's like, right, it used to be that the fog was so strong you couldn't even see the mainland whenever you got up out of there. So it was something where it's like you had to have a good sense of direction to not all of a sudden be lost and have to like swim around to find this place again. So I do think that the fog is a little bit less. I don't know how much less, but it's a little bit less. Alright. Well, we're about halfway done with the looting of this area. And I'll also look at the amulet and stuff once I get on dry land. I'll just go to this cooking spot. Alright, hopefully I'm not missing anything. I'm sure that I am. Silk hat, I can probably sell that. Okay. So let's see what we got. So we have 3 options. I'm not wearing the pearl necklace. That's a lot of money, man. Aspiring warrior amulet. Increase physical damage by 1. I mean, increase spell power by 5. Let's do physical damage. What's new? Right, the silk hat. Yeah, it's... Oh, it only weighs 0.1. And it has the same armor. Oh, nice. Look at me, Monsieur. Okay. Gotta do what you gotta do, huh? Gotta do what you gotta do. Alright. Perfect. I am very terrifying. Okay. I almost look like I'm wearing a chef's hat. Oh, there's stuff on the ground there. Flame resin. Oh yeah, you can coat your weapon with flame. So it deals burn damage if you use it. But yes. Monsieur Chef. Also, I forgot to mention it. I did notice that Roche was misspelled when I created my character. So now I'm Roshi. That is now my name. Roshi. It is now part of our head canon. Yep. I don't mind. Roshi. Roshi it is. Anything over there? Oh yeah, it's over here. On this side. Just trying to make sure I'm not like missing anything. Okay. Light buttons. Go up here. Got a bunch of stuff again. Grab that. You know what I cannot wait for in this game? Farming. I love farming in games. I love any game where you can feel like you can settle down and do stuff. That is a ton of fun. I love that. Alright. This is back where we came. We are almost done. Just gotta loot one more area. Then we go to Caradoc, and then there's a small place to loot, and then we're out of here. I'll probably end it when I reach the horns. So another half hour or so, probably. Alright. Hermit's Diary. Nice. Let's read that. Alright. 2nd of Hawthorne Moon, 621. I've roamed Avalon too long. No sign of my brothers. No messages at our meeting point. Could I truly be the last druid? The 13th of Oak Moon. I tried hiding near Quinac. The people there seem honorable and didn't fall for lies about us, but the Red Priest appeared there too, forcing me to flee again. My bones can't endure much more. Vine Moon. Thanks to Hob in the Sunken Village, I reached the island asylum. They'll never suspect a druid here. Hob didn't even blink when I asked for help. Willow Moon, my days are ending, but those red fools never found me. It's been lonely, but my cave became home. I feel this is my last entry. I hope my brothers would see this hiding spot as their last prank on Avalon. Worth every moment. Yeah. So druids are kind of crazy in this world. Like, you know, they eat the shrooms, and they're an interesting bunch. They're usually jokesters in a way, but some of them are also very evil. So what he's kind of referencing is that there was an event in which all the druids were kind of like rounded up and then, I mean, it sounds awful, but rounded up and then burned alive. And that was what he was referencing about trying to escape, and Quinac seemed to be okay with him. It happened a few years ago. I don't remember the exact number, but like 5 or something. Can I go around? Okay, so I'll loot this area before I talk to him. Then I'll just head right over. Alright, another dead body. He has... So Nobleman's Boots used to be amazing in this game. Did they change it back? No. Sell for a lot, though. Back in the day, yeah, I can't imagine that selling. Back in the day, they used to make it that with every kill, you used to get some gold, which was really nice. It was a great way to start out if you wanted to get some money. Just start killing things. But yeah, so all the druids are rounded up, put in a wicker man, which is essentially like this big wooden thingy, and we're all burned alive and killed, and very few are alive now. They're mostly found like in the far west or the north. But yeah, hello Caradoc. Also, again, I decided to join Arthur here, so.
There you are. It took you a while. I was getting worried you wouldn't make it. I even realized that I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. I'm Caradoc, your savior. What kept you so long?
You sent me. You sent me even though you knew what was there, didn't you? I ran into some trouble. It was a test. I better pass. I ran into some trouble.
Figured you would. A place like that doesn't let anyone through easy. But you're standing here, looking healthier than last time. So I'm guessing you found something worth the trouble.
I have no idea what happened.
Really? Then can you explain how you were suddenly cured of an illness that nobody knows how to cure?
I have no idea.
Well, maybe the fact you were able to do that is why I was supposed to break you out of this place. Anyway, get some rest. We'll have to set sail soon, before the Red Priests find us here.
Alright, what do you want from me?
From what I understand, the Red Priests must have done something to you. Something that can prove useful during my quest. Else, I wouldn't be sent here.
Alright, what is your quest?
My goal is to destroy King Arthur. To get rid of him, once and for all. There are pieces of his soul scattered across Avalon. I need to find, collect, and destroy them.
What?
Long story short, you've found yourself in the middle of a mess that's been brewing for 600 years. Every single time things go down the shitter on this island, a bunch of cowards in Camelot bring our once and future king back from the dead. It's happened before. It will happen again. And soon. My journey, my mission, is to stop this from happening.
Okay, so what's your plan?
The plan is to steal Excalibur. Or at least, what's hiding within that damned blade. A piece of our king is bound to it, and so it needs to be destroyed.
Where's Excalibur?
The sword is kept in the Horns of the South. It's a fortress, but if someone has this emblem, they can enter freely. Here, pin it to your clothes. If you decide to help me, you should get in without any issues. When you do, find the captain. Brendan's his name. He'll tell you the rest.
Alright, let's go.
I have something to do first, but you should get some rest. Judging by the waves, the journey won't be pleasant. Set up a camp and get some sleep. Then we'll sail for the Horns of the South. And here, have some cobweb. Throw that into the fire and you'll be safe from the weirdness. Just in case I don't come back before nightfall.
Alright. I'll be introduced to new stuff, setting up a bonfire. From now on, whenever you'd like to level up or cook something, you can set up a bonfire in the game world. To do this, open the quick wheel. Whispers represent fragments of memory unlocked by your mysterious companion. You can discuss these with him by the fire. Alright, whispers. So, we're going to set up a campfire. Just place it. And, well, that's it. So I can restore my weird soul power for 10. I guess I have to start a conversation first. Hello.
Well, that man really hates me. That much is clear. It's good you didn't tell him we've met, young one. Who knows what he'd have done?
Do you know why he hates you?
No. It seems that I should, but I don't. He knew me. Spoke with certainty, with anger. But to me, he's a stranger. If he was a part of my past, then that past has been taken from me. I need to regain it.
He said a lot of bad things about you.
That isn't right. I should remember. I should. All I know is that I left my kingdom strong, prosperous. It should have grown. It must have flourished in my absence.
So we're off to steal Excalibur.
It seems so. If Caradoc is hunting for more pieces of my soul, we should definitely claim them first. When we do, I should grow stronger. I should remember. I should be whole. Let's go then, young one. Let's not waste any more time.
Yes.
I left my kingdom strong. It should have only grown stronger in my absence. And if something threatens it now, then I will see it restored.
Alright. So we did level up to level 2. I can restore the Weird Soul power to use that ability. Again, I use it so rarely, I'm not even going to do it. So I'm going to level up. So for those of you who have watched the 2 updates ago, I kind of went over my idea of a character build. I'm going to be going into strength. So mostly it's going to be strength, spirituality, and practicality. Because my guy has experience with melee weapons. However, he is a acolyte in the arts of necromancy and magic, so he does need spirituality. And also, because he is a trader, he is going to be wanting practicality as well. Part of me does kind of just want to go right into practicality, but so it'll increase the price of goods by 10%, so essentially doubles the amount I'm going to be getting when selling. So that is something that's kind of, in a way, very nice. I might just do that to be, you know what, I have confidence in my combat abilities, even though that's really dumb of me to have such confidence. So now there are a couple of ideas I can go from here as well. So for one, in practicality, I can again continue selling items as 20% more profitable. So I can just keep on upping this to get even more money. That might be a little excessive. I can also increase two-handed, because that's my current plan, is to do two-handed weapon fighting. I can also go into spirituality and just grab some mana. That to me is probably very valid, because I'm going to be doing summons. I need max mana. It's going to take me a while to get a lot of max mana. This will make that faster. And it'll take me a little bit of time to get these summon abilities. But in the meantime, I will be casting spells then and hitting people. So, yeah, let's rest, because I was told to, just for an hour. There's a cat nap. Cat nap. And here we go. Let's go.
Ready? Hop on the boat.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
The sea was restless, waves slamming against the hull as you left the island asylum behind. Caradoc's boat cut through the black waters, its course set for Avalon's shores. Then the deep stirred. A shudder ran through the vessel from neither wind nor tide, but from something far below. A presence, ancient and watching. And then it struck. The boat lurched violently, wood splintering as the sea itself rose in fury. A shadow moved beneath the surface, vast, coiling, inescapable. The next wave swallowed everything. Darkness took you. Salt filled your lungs, and then light. The crash of waves, the cold kiss of wet sand. You were alive. The sea had spared you, but not without a cost.
All right. I'm alive. All right, should have safe passage to the Horns of the South. so I'm told. Die. Got it. There's crab. You can go crab hunting here, as you can tell, if I so desire. By the way, the sound is a little bit weird. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, so we crashed. We are now at the Horns of the South. That is the main quest, Shadow of the Horns. This looks like the same map from before. There are a few of them, but yeah. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna just get to the Horns more than likely, and then end it there. I might have a change of heart, though, as I start walking, because my BFF forever is not far away, and I want to get him sooner than later. My BFF is named Quirko. He's a little guy, and for those of you who already know, I mean, you know, I just like having him. For those of you who do not, maybe I'll just make it a little bit of a surprise, kind of. But yeah, he's a pet that you can get. Alright, let's get going. I don't want to waste my time doing crab hunting. I did just want to grab that stuff before I left. By the way, over there, that is the Allfather. Not that guy. Also, by the way, oh, they changed the symbols. You do see at the top of the screen, detected. It shows that there was an enemy, right? He's red. That's how I can tell, basically. He throws rocks. It's a corpse eater. Right now, it's kind of an even fight, because he can just dodge my attacks. I love how this is like the easiest enemy in the game, and I'm like struggling. Come on, one more. There we go. Ooh. Yep. I can go over here to this camp. Also, it does have the symbol for the food. This is a cooking pot, as you can tell. Grab that kind of stuff. Ooh, cooking for the resilient. I'm not going to read this one. You guys can if you want. By Anti-Free Seal, or whatever. There's a keeper tag. He has some interesting hair. I'm just going to take all of his stuff. Who knows? Maybe I'll want it. You know what? Let's do some of these. Whoops. Pressed F on accident. I don't know what that did. Let's do some exploration. You can also see the paw print at the top. That means that it is an animal. By the way, he has fur. Maybe just me, but I feel like he should catch fire a little faster than he does. But that's might just be me. Okay, looks like he doesn't. They still don't detect me if I'm staring at them while hidden, which is good. It did happen earlier, but it might have just been my fault. Come on, catch fire. Do it. I dare you. Come on. What? Here we go. Grabbing all of his stuff. Carnations. Alright, anything to grab here? Cedar, arrows. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. Yeah, this is taking me a minute to get through. Common. Oh, fish fillet? That's not what it said. Okay, that was weird. Alright, let's kill these guys for experience. Stuck on that rock. Yeah, they have a really long jump. Ow. Bro. let's switch to some food and eat. Okay. Alright. Nice. Wait, did I get this one? Nope. Just grabbing the stuff of use, and then we'll get going. And over here is Blood Lake. Rah. It's like a griffin flying to the east towards Forlorn Swords. Okay. 1, 2. Pick that up. I don't need an axe. Pickaxe, I mean. And I decided I'm not going to be grabbing my friend. It's taking too long, and also I did think about it. There is a little fight I'm a little nervous about. Just a little bit. That worked out. Leveled up already. Leveling up kind of fast, which is great. Yeah, it would be a little bit difficult to get to him. But as you can see, the mist is pretty strong, right? It's hard to see far. I wish that was a little lessened. Because I can't even see the horns from here. And it's right in front of me. Let's kill this thing. Well, I say a thing, it's a deer. And there is a random knight here named Avigor. I'm not even going to talk to him. He will challenge me to a duel. Just in case it forces you into it, I'm not going to talk to him. Because I would lose that duel. Alright. Let's go. This is the horns. Got another fast travel point. I guess I should have mentioned it for those of you who don't know, but I'm assuming all of you do already. Fast travel point lets you travel between fast travel points and between your camp if you put enough ethereal cobweb into it. You can see it from here. That's what they look like. But it says fuel your bonfire to fast travel. Or you can just fast travel, and I could get back there. Alright. Let's go. Hello? Your money or your life?
What's happening? In the name of the All Mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before.
Normally, like I could have stabbed you.
All right, true. Why didn't you, eh? You could have killed me. So you're not one of them bandits, then? Who are you, huh?
Here I have this pin. I was told I'd find safe haven here.
This pin? I can't say I see it very clearly at this present moment, but it does look important. Very official. But I remember Fergus said something about all this, these emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye, royal person, on behalf of the keepers. You are a great friend to our own. Welcome. Please, speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things around here in the captain's absence. He'll greet thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day. Open it up, boys!
Alright, we made it in. So let's talk to Fergus. I have more whispers, so I can talk to King Arthur later. This is the town. I may wait on selling things to the traders like Orla. That's her name. It doesn't look it, but it is. Orla. There's also a trader over there, a blacksmith. I mean, I might trade with him first. Where is he? Oh, he's in the back. Yes, there he is. Blacksmithing away. Ooh. I almost stole that. Okay, this used to all be grabbable on the ground here. I guess you steal it now. Interesting. It might change after you talk to Fergus, though. Hello, sir. I have to get over here. I'll go over here. This is better. Okay.
Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope.
Yeah, definitely drunk.
Most unfortunate. But that explains why you just strutted into the horns. I'm afraid I'll have to take action. The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business. And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see.
Alright, well, I got this pin from a friend. I assume you know what it means.
Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns. And that makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he?
Well, we got shipwrecked on the way, but he could have made it.
If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade, and that leaves only the captain. However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to. Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
Yeah, Ninian is dead. He asked me to bring you this.
Ninian. I knew the Red Death would take him. Damn shame. He was one of the good ones. You did right bringing this back. The Horns look after their own, even after they're gone. But, now that I think of it, how did you manage to get hold of his tag?
He wasn't taken by the Red Death. The Red Priest tortured him on the island asylum.
Tortured? In the asylum? You can't expect me to take that at face value. Brother Riagan said Ninian was too weak to survive the journey. They came for him, and we even held a symbolic keeper's burial for him. And what were you doing in the island asylum? You look fine, but if you were there, near him...
It was a misunderstanding. The Red Priests caught the wrong person.
I'm sorry this happened to you. Still, you have to understand. Now that you've told me this, I'll be keeping a close eye on you. No risks can be taken when it comes to the Red Death.
No problem. Alright, found a piece of metal with an inscription. Do you know what it is?
That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them. It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
No problem. One more thing. I'd like to speak with the captain.
Just as I thought. If you have friends among the knights, you'll want to talk to the captain. But that's not happening anytime soon.
Why?
Because I said so. What? Did you really expect that you could just enter our keep and head straight for the captain's quarters?
Yep.
There wouldn't be much point in having walls and guards here if anyone could just do that, would there?
Well, just tell me where he is.
And have you helped any of my people? Or are you just here to wave that pin in my face again? First, show me you care, and then I'll take you to the captain. I can't have every random stray wasting his time. Not now, when the outcome of the war with its tribes is so precarious. I trust we understand each other?
Clear as day. First the work, then the audience.
Good. Come back when you've proven your worth to the Horns of the South. Then we'll talk.
Yep. Alright. Anything I can help with?
We've been having trouble with the dead lately. The kind that don't want to rest in peace. There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weirdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north. But somehow I doubt it. Anyway, I suggest you go see Marg first. He knows best what's going on there.
Okay. Alright, I'll do that. Yeah.
Good. Try not to get yourself killed, and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem.
Okay. Tell me about this. Blah, 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 blah. Let's just go. Yes.
If you need rest, you can sleep in the barracks. It's no royal chamber, but it's better to sleep under a roof than under the stars, right? Especially in this horrible weather.
Okay. So, we did it. Honestly, the very next... now I can take this stuff here. Because he said just help myself. I guess I will. This is the stash where I can just dump everything that I don't want. At the moment... Well, yeah, I don't know the gold that I need. I'm probably going to dump all this stuff in here, and in the following episodes I'll probably be selling this stuff once I feel like I have enough practicality to make a huge buck. But yeah, I'm going to be ending it here in a moment. What I'm probably going to be doing in this playthrough is I'm probably going to be talking to some of the people, getting a quest. Maybe trying to complete it section by section, but also I don't want to just stay in the Horns all episode, even though I could, because that would probably just be pretty dull. So my plan, very similar to the last playthrough, is I'm going to attempt to spend about a half hour in the Horns and then a half hour out, give or take, but each video will probably be a little bit over an hour. Also, by the way, here is the sword. I can only pull it out if I have enough health. I don't have enough health because I'm kind of weak. There's no way I can get that sword out of there. But anyways, yeah, it damages you the longer you touch it. But yeah, I'm just gonna interact with this who will first foot just for a second. He who first set foot on Avalon under Arthur's command. He who forged a path for the king and his loyal subjects. Glory and honor to the founder of the Horns of the South. I'll get two-handed for that. More whispers. And yeah, I think I'm just going to be ending it there. Maybe I'll talk to you first. Osprey.
Oi, friend. A question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting. It's good to see a new face in this sad hole.
Yes.
Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
No, I'm good. Do you have any work?
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle. Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it, and I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either.
Must be something I can help you out with.
Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I'd pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
Yeah, sure, you can teach me.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor, You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Okay, so I can make corpse eater rags, corpse eater. What was the other one? Helmet or something. All right. Yeah, cap, I think. Okay, so we're going to be ending it here. I could level up first, but I think actually, yeah, maybe I will. So I did practicality because I don't know why. I'm going to get into strength because I am going to need strength for sure. Well, I do know why I went to practicality because I'm going to be selling stuff. I'm going to be grabbing more mana, I think. Your max health is increased by 10% of your max mana. I love that, by the way. Movement speed multiplier increases spell power, but I don't really, use that all too much. Something that is really incredible is the Soul Siphon. When an enemy dies near you, they leave their mana essence, which can be collected for 30 mana to restore 30 mana. This is really, really, really good. If you're going to be playing Magic, get this immediately. It's just so strong. And then you want to get Reactive Surge, which deals damage if you get hit as a response. I'm probably going to actually go for this. At first I thought I wasn't, but as I thought about it, this is going to be just so nice. It's just going to be so nice. So I'm going to be working my way right to Reactive Surge, because when I got it in my old playthrough, it was like a huge bonus. Huge bonus. But anyways, I'm going to be ending it here, guys. Let's do a photo mode. Let's go to the last one. What do I look like? Great. Look at me with my chef's hat. I will look nothing like this by the end of the game. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like. Please consider subscribing. If there's an issue with the video, please leave a comment as to how I can improve in the future. I do want to make these videos better. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I really, really do hope to see you guys in the next one. So yeah, see you later. Bye-bye.